You're not shy. You're weak at the skill. You've been lied to about confidence. It's not your personality, it's reps. I've been the same for over 10 years. But then I've executed three specific steps that have changed my confidence forever. But before that, let's say I take you to the gym and I point you towards a 100 kilogram bench press and I tell you to lift it. You can't. Not because you're incapable, but because you haven't trained yet. What if I then told you to train for a year? You'd lift it. Why then are you trying to become confident before starting to act? This is basically the egg and the hen question. Whether the egg or the hen came first, I don't know the answer to that. The answer to confidence is that it comes through proof, not through thin air or personality. You might be wishing that if only I felt confident, if only I had the confidence to act. You might be walking outside. You see a group of people that are having a really good time, enjoying themselves. You want to be a part of it. You want to approach them. But if only you felt confident in that moment to go there. But that is step number one. Reframe your mindset. I had the same situations where I've always felt like I would love to approach this group of people, approach people. But the feeling of confidence, it never came. It was never there. The moment felt never right. So the realization that I had was that I don't need to feel confident before I act, but I need to act in spite of everything that I feel. This feels scary, right? Because what you feel right there is fear of rejection. It's not that you're inconfident, it's that you just are afraid that when you approach them, you might be rejected. They might tell you to go somewhere else or something like that. But the reality often looks very different. If you learn to act in spite of what you feel, if you can just ignore and not listen to what you feel, and then do what you really want to do, that is also the important part. Do you really want to do that? Is that group of people approaching them something that your true you, something you want to do? Because if not, then you can have all the confidence in the world. You cannot really get yourself to do it. It has nothing to do with confidence or feeling that way. It has to do with you being aligned towards yourself and then going ahead and acting in spite of what you feel. Because then it's absolutely worth it to do so. If you can change your mindset that you need to act in spite of everything you feel, act before you become confident, this is already going to change your life. You can make this easier with the second step that you need to select your gym. Basically, find the area where you could find people that you really like, right? I'm someone who loves bouldering. So if I want to find people that I really vibe with, that I really enjoy being around with, I can find them much easier around the bouldering gym, right? You might have another activity, something that you like. So then go and find that gym. If you love books, find a book club, go to the library, or this or that. Look at what people are reading and then maybe go ahead and approach them. Of course, be quiet, you're in the library. But the whole idea is that if you're in the right place where you really would like to have the connection to those people because they are attracted to the same things that you are, it might become much easier to just act in spite of what you're feeling. Because that feeling, I can promise you, is never going to go away. Even I, after I've practiced for years, I've still got that feeling. Approaching a stranger, saying hello to someone that I don't know, even asking a question to a stranger what time it is, still gives me that fuzzy feeling inside of my chest, inside of my belly. Doesn't go away. But once you learn to act in spite of it, and when you're in the right place, that becomes much easier. Things become much simpler. Third step is the most crucial one, and it is the one that you will execute throughout your whole life. Even I, after putting my confidence level to a whole new level, I'm still executing this one. And it is that you need to get the reps in. Lightweight, baby. You need to practice. You need to practice and you need to practice. Look, I know that you would like to have these confidence hacks and that things just change, but that isn't really how things work. You need to put in the repetitions. If you went to the gym for the first time, you can't just go ahead and lift everything and do every practice you want to do. You have to earn that. And it is the same with confidence. I've practiced for years in the gym and I still do. So if I can lift the weights that I can lift, if I can do the things in confidence I can do, they are because I've practiced for years. And this is something that you need to ingrain into yourself that everything you do is just practice. And just like with the gym, things become easier. The more reps you get in, the easier it becomes. The 50-kilogram bench press used to be tough. I even believed for a long time that my limit was 80 kilograms. But then I've done practice. I've changed my approach. I went outside and did calisthenics. And all of a sudden, when I came back to the gym, the 100-kilogram bench press, or even the 81, felt light. And it's the same with acting confident and becoming confident, not just acting so. So basically, the more reps you get in, the easier it becomes. Why then not try to get the reps in faster? Just go through that first phase, that first time you're in the gym. Everything feels like really tough and not fun. Your body is aching. Go and do it. You're gonna feel confident much faster. But there are also some traps that you can find yourself into when you try to be confident. You might start to fake yourself and act like someone you're not. And those are traps that I found myself in with the 10 years I've told you before. And if you want to find out how you can avoid those traps, you should really check out this video right here.